Alright, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to be trying to do some very silly, big, rampy things, but this time in the name of science, or at least Scientia, as it is. Anyway, yeah, let's take a look at this deck, because if you like doing big, rampy things, we have some stuff we're going to have some fun with today. So starting at the top, a little bit of defense here with 3 steps ahead, though oftentimes we'll probably be using this to copy something. We do have a whole pile of mana creatures here to make it easier for us to cast those upper spells. So we have 4 Lateral Elf, 4 Paleontologists, and 2 Tender Wild Guides. That also allows us to play Terra Sunder because it can double as removal since we already have the Paleontologist and the Wild Guide to get us any color that we can kick this with. Pulachranos Reborn, just a good solid creature, 4/5 with reach, and then later in the game we can have it be a 6/6 and gain us some life, which is super nice. Couple of copies of Spinner of Souls, and this is partially kind of a concession against the red aggro decks with flyers. You just want to have a couple other things to block them. But if it does live, then it becomes a target while your other stuff gets to live, which is nice. And then Ignis Scientia, we're going to go ahead and have some fun with this. This is a 3-mana 2/2. Let you look at your top 6 cards. You almost never miss on 6 cards and get to put any land from those onto the battlefield tapped, which is actually super awesome. And then later in the game, you can also use it to remove stuff from a graveyard. So if you remove a creature, you also get a food token. Overlord of the Hauntwoods, we all know this is good. This ramps us up. It's just a big body. And then we get into our pile of expensive spells, with 2 Sabsunin as a way to draw some extra cards and just have a hard body to remove. We play a full set of Meringue River Regent, likely going to be using this as just a creature more often than not. And then Bonnie Paul, because, well, getting 2 creatures for the price of 1 is super nice. We always love that, and it's another way to draw cards. We're going to play 1 copy of Omega Heartless Evolution so we can tap something down. And it is kind of fun if you can play this in conjunction with Meringue, so you can just keep bouncing this and sort of keep something locked down. And Doppelgame. Even if we have to copy some of our legends, they all do really cool stuff, so we don't really mind. But copying Meringues or Overlord of the Hauntwoods, you know, that type of stuff is going to be pretty good for us. So yeah, if this is your jam, this update should be pretty fun. And there'll be a link in the description. It'll take you over to Moxfield, our channel sponsor, where you can go download this and have some fun with it yourself. But if you want to buy some Magic cards or anything related to Magic cards, check out Tales of Adventure. It's toamagic.com. You can use my code DRAGON, DRAGN. Save yourself 5% on the whole dang order, especially on these expensive Final Fantasy cards. But for now, let's go see how big we can make this Simic ramp go. Okay, this seems solid. If the Llanowar Elf lives, I think we're still supposed to play this on 2, even though playing Pulachranos is really nice. Oh, well, never mind. Against this deck, we will definitely play that on 2. Having a 4/5 in the way is super nice. Yeah, you want to rage and trade? I'll take that and take my 5 or whatever. Probably just going to be, I was going to say rage and then shoot our guy. Nope, just a big trade. Yeah, that's fine. Feels like we got off about as good as we could there. And getting 2 rages out the way is actually pretty big business, believe it or not. I'm going to do this and go search for land and get another body, because I think having an actual solid body is good against them. And if we can just draw an untapped land now, we can just have a big 6/5. And then that puts us 1 away from casting Omega. So it all works out perfectly. Until that happens. Well, things being what they are. Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. What if we just Llanowar Elf and pass, and then I still have access to this, or I can just remove a creature and make a food? I actually like that. We don't have a reason to be in a hurry here. So we'll just take our time. Like, they can instant speed kill something. We don't really care. What we're more concerned about here is they might try to play maybe like Sheltered by Ghost or something of that nature. You want to counter that. Or if they were to play, what is it again? Screaming Nemesis. We want to counter that too. Though with us being 1 mana away from Meringue River Regent, that's not terrible. What you won't do, opponent? What you won't do? You know, I'm willing to block. We're going to counter that. So we'll still trade here and take 2, but whatever. They had all 4 rages? Sure, boss. Whatever. You got it, I guess. Alright, let's go and just play this thing. Oh, I'm 1 short, actually. My bad. I guess we play this. And then we'll just meringue next turn. I mean, the good news is we've seen all the rages. So, I mean, I guess if they just have pump, we die here? Well, that's annoying. Like, we take 4, but whatever. Like, I'll gladly trade and take 4. Especially knowing what our next turn looks like. I'm down. Oh, actually, we take more than that. We go to 1. I forgot about the trample damage. Oopsies. Well, we died to a burn spell now. I mean, if you have it, you have it. I'm just dead. Like, nothing I can do about it. Okay. Guess we just do this then. Bounce both of them. Again. Attack. Then the next turn, we're probably just going to doppelgang for 1. To copy a River Regent. Bounce things again. It seems like the right thing to do. Oh, actually... Oh, no, we're a mana short. I was going to say I could actually Omega and gain 3 here. But I need 1 more mana. This actually works, because I can doppelgang for 1. Copy this, obviously. Then bounce these 2. Then play a Llanowar Elf. And I'm going to attack with just this. So there's no crazy way we lose next turn. Oh, actually, yeah, because we just put them at 2 anyway. So now it's they have to draw a burn spell or lose, basically. Anything else isn't good enough since we have Omega. Yep, Emberheart Challenger. I mean, you might as well dig for the answer. Oh, that ain't gonna cut it. Yeah, you're just dead. Not sure what they were hunting for here, but I don't think they got it. Because I'm definitely just going to double block. I mean, if you found some other pump spell, we're still okay. Yeah, there's no reason for me not to just block with 2 creatures there. Like, no amount of trample or anything is getting through. Hell yeah. Oh, wait. Would I take damage from that? Nope. Okay. Well, it didn't matter. I was wondering why it paused there and it didn't just... Because for a second, it got stuck and I thought, oh, do I not have 7? But I do have 7. So I'm not sure what the issue was there. Either way, we would have gained 3 more there and been out of reach of most stuff that they were going to have. But we didn't even need it. We had 6, and their last card obviously didn't matter. So, yeah, that one was close. I made a miscalculation during an attack step in there, or really a blocking step, but worked out for us anyway. Ooh, mulligan that one. Ooh, we actually drew the Xanarcan, but may not be the land we want to keep here, sadly. Boy, what are we gonna do? Actually, I guess we are gonna keep that. I'm gonna put Doppelgang back, actually. I don't know why. Just, I feel like it's just gonna take too long for us to get to it. Oh, and there's a late Llanowar Elf. Dang it. Snakeskin Doll. What are we putting in the graveyard? Doing Yuna shenanigans here? Nope, it is not that. Alrighty then, I guess I will do this for... Why on earth? Well, I guess my land was all going to end up tapped anyway, so who cares? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we play a land of 7. We can now officially cast everything in the deck. Or not. Actually, I say that. We're still going to be able to cast Sebsunin, so it doesn't really matter. Alright. Get down there, frog lady. Can I exile this? I'd appreciate it if you didn't, because I would like to have some cards. That thing has Death Touch. Yeah, you can just come through. This is a weird deck. I don't know what's happening over there. Ooh. Ooh. Copy an Overlord? I think we will. And then play a Llanowar Elf? I'm kind of into that. For 1? Actually, yeah, I can only do it for 1. Alright. Let's copy this. Still leaves us in a situation to play whatever we want in the future. Okay, awesome. This is kind of ideally how we want it to work, right? Even with us losing our 2 mana creatures, we're just like, everything gets more and more and more mana. Alright, let's keep it and see what we can do with this. One of the things we've been playing Ramp Desk is you're trying to draw a good mix of your early ramp stuff, but then also, you know, payoffs once you get all the mana. It's always funny to see if your Llanowar Elf gets to live or not. Usually it dies, because, like, you know, obviously they don't want you to have mana. Oh, well, we know what deck this is. They're going to be wanting to discard some cards pretty quick. I do think that deck's pretty sweet, though. We played a version that had Joshua in it. It was kind of nice. Opponent. Let's see what we got. Oh, interesting. Most of them don't even play Anoint with Affliction. That's crazy. Well, wasn't expecting that. I mean, it worked. Good call on their end. And sadly, I don't have anything. I mean, we could cast Doppelgang, but we're absolutely not here. That would be stupid. Kind of hoping they tap out to play Monument to Endurance here, and we can kill that with the Terra Sunder. If you attack, I won't block. I promise. I don't want that smoke. Oh, they're just discarding because? Oh, because they're playing Alesha and they want to get the dude back. Oh, so this isn't that deck at all. This is like a weird Humans pile. That's why they're playing the Anoint with Affliction. We hadn't seen that. Interesting. That's also going to make doppelganging to copy any of their stuff very difficult. Which is sad. Yep, sheltered. Now, this is good because there are situations here where we could do some fun stuff to get rid of Shelter by Ghost and get to block on the next attack step. However, here, we have to take a crap ton of damage. So that's unfortunate. We got to take 9 here. But still worth it. So what I'm hoping to do here is draw something that costs 3 or 4. Maybe like the 4/3 Spider would be good. And then we could still use Terra Sunder on their Shelter by Ghost. Wow, they topped both cards? That has to be awful for us, right? like, there's no way that's good for us if your opponent tops both cards. Oh, hold up. Meringue River Regent. Well, this actually isn't that good because we can only really target the Coppercoat Vanguard, right? Oh, man. This is tough because we're just going to have to block with the Llanowar Elf here, I think. Yeah, we're just going to pass. Because we have to be able to get the Samsunid back at instance. Because if they have another, like, Sheltered by Ghost or something, we're just dead. Like, we just don't have an out at all. And we probably still don't hear if they have another one, but, you know, we'll just have to see what happens. Okay. Assuming we get to block with Llanowar Elf, we're at least not dead. So we need to let them revolve the Scries first. Alright, so they're making the decision not knowing that these shenanigans are about to happen. We're still going to end up at 3. Question is, how is it worth to block here? I think we know our blocks, actually. You just put Sebsunin in front of Alesha, and then the Elf in front of the Guardian. And then we at least get that out of the way. You know what? I'm going to draw here, actually, before this dot. Well, let me think about this. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're not going to be able... Well, we'll have 6 straight up. We'd be able to bounce just this, though. Yeah, I think we just need to draw here. We need to find, like, a Bonnie Paul or something, it feels like. Something, you know, where we're getting, like, 2 bodies or something. Some extra blockers we can throw in the way. Just some kind of extra value. And we get 2 more draws. Got another shelter? That's what I thought. Okay. So, had we played the stuff the other way, we would have died that turn, because they did actually have the other shelter Bagos. So, it's kind of interesting to note. However, we drew a whole lot of nothing here, so that sucks. 1, 2, 3. We could block, counter. Or we can try to, anyway. So this is one of those, like, we're not dead, but we're kind of dead. Man, actually, our biggest problem is just not drawing our big monsters, right? And this also shows that sometimes Doppelgang, while neat, isn't always the end-all be-all card, even though you can do some really awesome stuff with it. Opponent's just going to attack with everything here. Sure. I mean, we'll block how we gotta block, I guess. There's really nothing else we're gonna do. Sure. And now I don't even think we have an out, honestly. Because even now I would need 7 mana for... Oh gosh. Alright. Yeah, we're dead. Because if I let this through, then we die. If we counter it, we can't dig. So, yeah, we're kind of wrecked either way. And we drew a land. Yeah, that's just one of those times. It's just going to work out like that. Yeah, we have to keep this, right? Bushwhack to just go get a land there. Okay. If our Llanowar Elf lives, I think we go ahead and get Hauntwoods here. So we can try, because this feels like this is going to be a situation where Moraine River Regent's going to have to do some work. We're going to probably take a lot of damage on the next couple turns. But it's probably going to be worth it. Alright, that's 4. We'll have 5 next turn. We can play maybe Spider and a mana creature if we were to find it. Would be nice. And then just back-to-back River Regents could probably help us out. If not, we're going to be in a world of hurt. Oh no, Terra's definitely going to give them... Yep. Yep, that's a problem. Okay, so the question is, do we just die next turn? I think the answer is yes. Especially if they have like a hasty dude and the double strike thing, then like we can't win, right? Because I mean that's 10 twice or 5 twice is 10. Yeah, that's the work of. That's what I was thinking of. Oh, and then they had a bushwhack too. Oh, that sucks so much for us for next turn. Because now we can't cast the meringues. That's actually the worst case scenario. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, we got to block the one that tramples in the future, but we know the double strike thing's coming. Oh, they didn't have it, so there's that at least. Okay, you're something. You'll buy us a little bit of time, maybe. I mean, it's possible the opponent's out of gas since they didn't have the pump spells, but who the hell knows? Maybe not. I mean, there's a lot of ways we could still die here being at 11. Okay, that's the best thing we could have had happen here. And we're going to get another Hauntwoods back. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's bounce this guy. And probably Terra? Because, like, do we really care that this thing gives... Nah, we'll just get rid of Terra. Yeah, we don't care if they're exiling our stuff from the yard. We have no value there. Those are of no value to us. I think we can safely attack. If they can get past a 6-7 and a 6-5, then alright. Like, we were going to lose anyway. But what I'm hoping for is maybe get to a situation where we can meringue. Oh, cool, we did. Wow. I was just about to say get to a situation where we can meringue and then still 3 steps ahead. But the reality is, I don't even know if we would have actually cast another meringue. We might have just left 3 steps ahead up. Counter something, copy one of the regions that's already on the battlefield, bounce stuff, and then try to win the next turn. So yeah, opponent had a great start. I thought we were going to be in a lot of trouble there, but we lucked out. Boo! This is not good. This is definitely a mulligan. So is that. Okay, well, we're going to be struggling a bit here. Oh, boy. Yeah, I guess that's what we got to try to do. Don't love it, but it's what we got. I mean, they didn't have the immediate creature removal, so that's something, I guess. Not to say the elf can't die here. Demon Wall. What? As long as you have... This creature has a counter on it, it can attack. So you can put 2+1... There has to be another reason they're playing it. Probably because it's an artifact or something. Super random, though. I'm going to play this here. Even though I could get 2 creatures next turn. I'm going to do this with the hopes that maybe we just get to play this straight up as a 6-5. I don't really know what type of deck we're facing. I've never even seen Demon Wall cast against us. Alright, Annex. So this is some type... Maybe it's they're just playing it as a value blocker. I mean, that's very possible. Alright, let's start finding our Bonnie Pauls and our meringues and everything else now. Hell, if I'd have known I was going to keep drawing lands, I would have definitely kept meringue in hand instead. Shieldred time? Would make a lot of sense. Or man, even a doppelgang, I'd copy the room. I have land to pay for it. And the wild guide. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, after already mulliganing to 5, this wasn't bad. But if we don't hit our big cards, I don't know if we have a real way to win here. The good news is we have mana to cast whatever we find. But the opponent also has 3 cards and I can be drawing an extra one. Okay. So I guess the Demon Wall's just a demon for tax purposes on their end, I guess. Either way, I think now we're just too far behind. We have to draw very well the rest of the way for this to matter at all. Yep. I'll just put a counter on this because that's all I can do. I mean, keeps us from just dying, I guess. I mean, there is that. Actually, if I'm going to do that, I might as well wait, right? No attacks. Well, there is a random chance they can protect their demon, but if they do, they do. I think I'm willing to risk it here. Okay, now if they're going to attack, I'll try to kill it. So yeah, I think the Demon Wall is just a value blocker against the red decks or whatever, and they're playing the room. But this is what happens sometimes with this deck, right? You can draw too much mana. Even though we have like 10 or 11 actual real big things we can draw, sometimes you just don't get them. I'm just trying to remember what the opponent's doing with all these cards in hand. Like, they have tons of mana here. They can cast anything. I mean, unless somehow they got mana flooded, but I can't imagine that's all that's going on there. Oh, an Obliterator. Well, yeah, okay, cool. Then we're just dead. Like, we can already assume it's over here, right? Yeah, you're nowhere near good enough here. Actually, there's not even any... Well, that's not true. They have a creature in their graveyard. Alright, well... I mean, play a fight spell, I guess. That gets us. I mean, I say that. I guess I have lands I can get rid of, so it's not the end of the world. Alright. Put a counter on it. Sure. Sack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course, they have another one. Yeah, sometimes it just bees like that, y'all. You just get the draw, it's just not going to come together no matter what. I mean, get rid of this guy. At this point, I'm just going to die to their land, though. I'm just going to give them a GG's and move on. And when I said land, I meant enchantment, but y'all know what I meant. Like, if you're... Because some people are serious in the comments. Like, if you're not exactly correct and you misspeak, that's the one thing they take out of the whole video. But y'all know what I meant. We were behind. We had a bad draw. They had a good one. We lose. That happens. Yes, we're going to keep this. I mean, these are the hands that are good because, like, even if the Llanowar Elf dies, you're still able to do other things. So we play Paleontologist. Hopefully find a land so we get double Wild Guide. There we go. That's one of the things we will want in the future. I'm not worried about attacking or not attacking there, so Arena can tap there. That's fine. Nowhere to run, which gets a Paleontologist. Yep. You got it. Let's go double Wild Guide. And then assuming they don't have more than one creature kill spell here, if we get an untapped land, we get Bonnie Paw. We're off to the races. If we don't, well, that sucks. And we'll just have to try to counter something next turn. But we did get it, so it doesn't suck. Here we go. Nowhere to run those, opponent. How you like me now? Or as the old dudes would say, how about them apples? Oh, yeah, you can totally take it 3 steps ahead. I don't care. We actually have almost enough mana that we could tear asunder their creature and then counter something afterwards. That's funny. Well, creature's attacking. Because we get to draw and put a land, but we don't have a land, so this is fine. If we play this, we still have 3 mana available. Alright, I'm into it. Go digging. Well, you definitely hit. Let me just get a force so I can turn on some of these other things. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is game here. Because no matter what, we counter the next thing, and now they have to worry about fighting or blocking those guys. Yeah, I'm just not even going to give them a chance here. Actually, we can just get rid of their creature and attack for lethal. Yeah. Good one. Yeah? Like, can't really complain too much about this. I mean, could end up being difficult casting Pulokranos if our elf dies. But I think that's a risk worth taking here. Oh, it's definitely going to die. Ooh, with the Torch the Tower even. 2-mana Deuter? No, not a 2-mana Deuter. That's sad. Oh, was not expecting to see a Fear missing out. What is this? What's going on here? Why do I feel like this 3 steps ahead is going to be very important? Though also, Scientia is actually pretty good that you can remove creatures from their graveyard. Or cards in general, but if you remove creatures, you get food. So we could just try to keep them off Delirium, if that's even part of their real plan. I'm assuming it might be because they have Rydia, but who knows? Because, being honest, I don't know what the hell's happening right now. You know what? I'm just gonna pass. Whoa, no, no, no. No attackers. So I'm gonna leave myself all options available here. Yeah, because I thought they might try that. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm actually gonna do this and draw and discard. Because at this point, if we get even one land, we turn on our Meringue River Regents, and that's good enough. Yeah, that'll work. I will get rid of Pulokranos here. It's no longer part of our plan. And Paleontologists can do, at least for the reasons of this game, do what Ignis does better by clearing their graveyard. Yep, Summon Fenrir, makes sense. Now, this is a little weird, because if we bounce their dudes, we are giving them a chance for more value. But I don't think we really mind that much under the circumstances. Because the other option is, like, what, even if they get, like, what do they get back? Like, another Fenrir? Like, do we really care? Not really. Oh, they wouldn't even, because it's not even in the graveyard. They wouldn't be able to play it from their hand. Yeah, alright, sure. You can just replay these all you want, then. I'm assuming they have at least one more kill spell. But maybe not. It just feels that way because they were so aggressive going after the Ignis that I would think they had something else. But you never know. Oh, interesting. They're still trying to ramp here. So they're fighting for something. There are a lot of interesting cards in this deck. I wish I knew what their game plan was. Ooh, this, so we can make a 7/7 later. Oh no, it gets one for each land I control. Oh yeah, so it would be a 7/7. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it, man. Let's just do the thing. Do I bounce that? I don't really care. Like, we're at the stage that if you are recasting that, we're probably fine anyway. So sure. I mean, with our luck, I was about to say, they're probably going to, like, Sunfall or something here, and we're just going to feel ridiculous. Summon Anima. Okay, sure. They got a temple that comes in tapped. Okay, cool. Is this some kind of deck I should know about? Because I feel like I should. But it feels like a cross between, like, the Yuna decks, the Insidious Roots decks. Like, it's trying to do a bunch of different things. I'd be curious what their game plan was. I'm going to keep this, but we need a lot of luck. Not a lot of luck. We need a little bit of luck. We need the opponent's draw to not be gangbusters. This actually helps quite a bit. Oh, Beanstalk, huh? Why did we not draw our Beanstalk removal? Let's go ahead and do this. I probably should be ramping up here, but I'm kind of curious what the opponent's doing. I think we know, though. I think it's just going to be the domain deck. Oh, well. They kept the hand relying on Beanstalk, it looks like. That's interesting. Gonna kill our Polakranos? Rides in. Sure. We can live with that. I will say, arguably, though, it could make sense to just play Ignis here, because they have, like, temporary lockdown. Well, they're not now with double green, but if they had it, could have been a problem. Ooh. That could change things, though. Alright, so if we just need to leave 3 up in some capacity. So if we do this, we could play an untapped land, still attack for 2 and not look completely suspicious. Oh no, but we need it to be blue mana too. So we don't be able to attack for 1. I guess we'd have to do this first. Alright. So far, we have not missed with Ignis, which is good. Yeah, let's attack. In the turn. I guess I could have also played Vinestalk first, so I'd be able to attack with it next turn. And just don't attack here, because that attack doesn't do much, right? Putting him at 18 isn't that effective, and we'd be better off attacking with the Vinestalk, realistically. Yeah, I mean, I guess you have a Caretaker's Talent. I don't know how much we care about that. Sure, have a card. I mean, this turn's already worked out better than I thought it was going to, so I'm not going to be caught complaining here. Put a counter on this little knucklehead, the little cute one. He now weighs 2 pounds. Ooh. Ooh. You know what? That could be interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But it only leaves me 3. We're probably still better off playing the 3 steps ahead, right? And then just leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up. So then we could copy something if we wanted to. Yeah. Alright. I mean, we're going to be looking completely ridiculous and suspicious, but whatever. Yep, you get your rides end. At some point, they're going to try to, like, Sunfall or something here. And that's really what we're trying to play, protect against. Yeah, they're doing something here, because they're not even wanting to just cast the Overlord straight up. So, this is obviously very suspicious. Maybe they are digging for exactly temporary lockdown. Yep, there it is. Okay, so we have another Vinestalk. How much can we attack for? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 5 is 13? 10, 15? Put them at 3? Okay, I'm going to discard... man. Are we, though? I guess I'm going to do that, so I at least have back-to-back Vinestalks, if things get weird. I mean, where's a Doppelgang when you need one? Like, that would have solved so many problems. Just give us a Doppelgang. Alright, I mean... I guess so. Right? It's kind of all we can do. I assume another lockdown or a Sunfall or something is coming here. Yeah, this is one where Doppelgang would have been real sweet. Because we could have Doppelganged, copied Overlords and Caretaker's Talent, and we could have just flipped this whole game, sadly. They seem to be digging here pretty hard, though. So I'm wondering if they just don't have anything. And they scryed to the bottom. That does get them 4 life, and they'll have another blocker here. I don't know if that's enough. I mean, yeah, remove my graveyard. Might as well. Oh, they didn't, actually. If we just Meringue River Region here, do we just win? Bounce Overlord and token. And then attack with, well, this one of these probably dies, gets blocked. So actually, maybe it's not game. What does this need to look like? And we know there's probably, actually not even probably, we know that there's a ley line. If we attack with everything, we'll say this gets ley lined, this gets blocked, this gets blocked. So they ultimately only take 2. Just trying to think, what's the best thing if we do get the river region off? Like, what's the upside here? But I think we still do it. Oh, maybe they don't have ley line. That went really quick. They don't. Doesn't mean they don't have a removal spell here, though. All right. I mean, they're at 2. I mean, they can still dig and get 2 more cards. So, I mean, they're nowhere near dead right now. Get 3 cards, actually, if they want to. Yes, they scry. Then they'll draw. And then they still have this Overlord, so they could draw 2 more. And still have 5 mana. So Sunfall is still... Well, if they do that, though, then we kill them with the Vine Stalk. Yeah, so they're digging for a sweeper. So we're probably good here. Well, that's not necessarily true. Because they can still just kill Meringue. Okay, well now we're good. Yep, Vinestalk's going to get there. I think I played 2 of those middle turns a little bit sloppy, to be honest. But got bailed out anyway. The deck came through. Alright, and then just get in there for 5. Love those wins. So yeah, I have to say, the new additions are actually pretty sweet. A little disappointed we didn't really get to see Omega do its thing. So that was kind of sad. But other than that, it was pretty sweet. The little Ignis Scientia card is actually really good, helping us ramp up and giving us a body. So it's almost like an extra set of Overlord of the Hotwoods that you get to block with sooner, or attack with, or remove stuff from the graveyard, right? It's a good card. I think what I like about this deck, though, is it does have enough multiple color mana that you can splash other things if you wanted to. If you want to play some Planeswalkers, say like a Nissa over the Omega, that's actually possible, and maybe not even bad. Matter of fact, I might even go in, and I'm probably on the final list going to pull Omega, and we're going to play, I think Vivian Reed is what's going to be in the list. Just because later in the game, being able to keep getting more and more cards, and ultimately, you can just make all your stuff +2/+2 and trample, and that's going to be enough to end the game a lot of the time. So yeah, big fan of this. Worked out pretty well. Wasn't gangbusters. It was like 14 and 11. So, you know, still a good result.
A few moments later.
Which is 56%. I had to do some math real quick to make sure. But yeah, that's fine. I can't ask for too much more. I do think it can struggle against the red decks if you don't get like early ramp stuff that lives and maybe resolve. Really, you're trying to resolve your big toughness creatures early. If you don't get those, that's going to be the issue. And sometimes Doppelgang can be either, you know, a problem being stuck in your hand, or it's a game ender, you know, if you get it when you have like 11, 12 mana or something. But either way, fun deck. If you're looking for an update to Simic Ramp, this could be the one for you, so check it out. Don't forget, link in the description over at Moxfield. Buy your stuff over at Tales of Adventure. Use my code so you save money while you're doing it. And then, if you want to get extra videos, because I'll be putting some out talking about Vegas and everything else, be sure to become a member down below, and you can get private deck help, or you can just watch another video and watch it all the way through, because that always helps the channel. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.